Shauna.
The moment of truth.
All scores have now been tabulated. The top 5 shall now be announced. And these finalists will move to the final round of the competition where all scores, or the scores, will be back to 0.
Now, let's call them in no particular order.
Hindi pa yata kayo ready? I can't hear you. Top 5, here we go. Our first finalist is candidate number 9, Jana Ryle B. Lumida.
Our second finalist is candidate number 17, Sophia Francesca Pacho.
You are a step closer to the crown. Candidate number 1, Yuma Ariel Anguita.
The top 5, candidate number 13, Lorraine Azarian. One more spot to fill in.
Who do you want to be in the top 5? To complete the top 5 is candidate number 12, Justin Taylor.
There you have it, folks, the top 5 finalists, all eyeing to grab the Miss Baguio 2023 title. Again, congratulations to each one of you. Good luck. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 candidate scores on the previous competition are now deleted and they are back to 0.
They will exit momentarily. All right. Let's give them time because this is going to be the most difficult part of the pageant. As finalists, each candidate will be asked one common question. Again, that's one common question, while the rest of the candidates will be put in an isolation area. The production made sure, or that we will make sure, that no candidate can hear the question. We shall be reading the question twice. The candidate is given 30 seconds to answer, after which you will be hearing this sound. That means your time is up. Finalist, of course, we have candidate number 9, Jana Ryle B. Lumida. This is your question. I've had this, and I've been trying to keep it from everybody because they just gave it to me earlier.
I haven't seen the question yet, too.
I didn't read it as well. It's just now that I'm going to open it. I will read the question twice.
Wait a moment. They still need to go to our silent room.
We'll get the signal, of course, if they're ready.
So Jana, how are you feeling right now that you're part of the top 5?
I'm so happy, Mom. Hindi ko po ini-expect.
Well, you're doing so well.
Yes, and good luck. You're already part of the top 5. You already have one show title. This is the final stretch. Here's your question. I will read it twice and you have 30 seconds to answer. Here's a question. If you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign? Let me repeat that. If you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign as Miss Baguio?
Thank you for that wonderful question, sir. It will be solace. Because I myself, solace is I am kind person. And I feel really safe when I spend time alone. And the cold climate contributes to my serenity. And the solace brought by the cold climate is one of my coping mechanisms. That is why I encourage everyone to come to Baguio, to reset your mind and body, to have your serenity and just breathe. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 9, Jana Rabi. Thank you. Good luck. We now call on candidate number 17, Sofia Francesca Cacho. It's going to be a while because she's in an isolation area.
But I do agree with Jana. You know, the serenity here in Baguio, it keeps you relaxed.
It's why I always keep coming back as well.
Yes.
Yeah, since, well, I'm not based here anymore, but I keep coming back almost like a month or every 2 months, just so I can take some rest and find that solace. Here we go. Candidate number 17.
All right, so candidate number 17, the question is, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign?
If there's one word to describe Baguio City, it's creativity. I've always said that you have a community, no matter what art you choose, no matter what hobby you have, what hobby you have, and if I will win, I would continue to cultivate that and foster the creativity that Baguio City already has. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 17, Sofia Francesca Cacho. So we have solace, and then we have
Creativity.
very Baguio indeed. Would you like to call the next candidate?
So our next candidate is candidate number 1, Yula Ariel Calvet.
Again, this is of course a partnership between among the city government, Buenos City Tourism, and of course the Baguio Tourism Council. Thank you very much for the support. I will say or read the question twice. You have 30 seconds to answer. Here's the question. If you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign? Again, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign as Miss Baguio?
If I will choose a word to describe the city of Baguio, it would be breathe. One of the things that tourists visit us is because they can release the mundane tasks of everyday life. And I hope that we, as residents and tourists alike, we can work together, we can make a difference, and create change, leave an indelible mark to this world, not only for the city of Baguio, but for the entire world, so that we can breathe together. Thank you.
Now let's call on candidate number 13, Lorraine L. Azarco.
Solace, creativity, and breathe. Again, let's all breathe.
So candidate number 13, I'll ask the question twice, and you are given 30 seconds to answer.
Whoever wins.
So the question is, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign? Again, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign?
If I were to infuse the word Baguio in a single word, it would be wow. Wow, because Baguio City gives us a lot of things. From its people, from its tourist spots, and from its food. But most importantly, that other people should know how beautiful the heart of each Baguioan is, because with their resiliency and love with each other in every challenges and adversities that we face, they always conquer and be able to adapt on everything that is happening. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 13, Lorraine Azarco. And finally, we have candidate number 12, Justin Tara Marie Valencia.
Yung Hakot Award.
So, wow, solace, creativity, and breathe. I think we won't be able to create like an ad campaign for this. Good evening, candidate number 12. I will ask you the question twice. You have 30 seconds to answer. And the question goes, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what word would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign? Again, if you were to translate Baguio's essence into a single word, what would that be? And how would you infuse that word with meaning during your reign?
If I will translate the Baguio essence into a one word, it will be sustaining. Baguio has been champion in sustainability, that I have become an advocate for it myself. Because as your next Miss Baguio, I then will bring change where change is due. Because this can be met by encouraging locals and tourists to work hand in hand in the preservation and protection of Baguio, while putting or pushing the urban green space ordinance into a law. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 12, Justin Tara Marie M. Valencia. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our top 5 candidates. Would you like to answer the question?
On the spot, no. But wow, the ladies, they were trained. I was informed that they had a one-on-one with our mayor, Benjamin Magalong, and he gave them tips on how to answer some concerns.
It's part of their training and their preparation